In this section, I will demonstrate how to diagram a dormer, how to exclude a face, how to edit the square footage of a face, and how to edit the pitch of a face. First, let's diagram this gable dormer. To classify this as a dormer, it must be contained completely inside a face, which F13, it is contained inside of F13. You diagram a dormer just like any other face. When you finish, notice you get a prompt. On a normal face, you don't get this prompt. We're going to click on dormer, and notice that it turns green. So that is an indicator of a dormer, is that it turns green. Finishing the other side. We get the same prompt and click on dormer. Now, I haven't tried to do this proportional for time considerations. Now, to identify the lines, we can still use the auto line ID. And notice that we have blue dotted lines on the horizontal edge because this is not on the perimeter. So we do count it as drip edge, but we do not count it as perimeter footage. The next thing that I want to demonstrate is how to exclude an area that is contained within a face. And also, just like a dormer, the area has to be contained within a face. Now we notice in face 11 we have an area here, and this could be a solar panel that is laying flat on the roof and does not have shingles under it. Or it could be 3 4x4 skylights, and obviously that would add up to 16 times 3, which would be a half a square. So it is some square footage that you may need to exclude in your total. So you go and diagram it just like you do a face. Notice you get the prompt again, and instead of dormer, we're going to exclude this. It turns red. So when you look at a diagram, if it turns blue, it is included. If it's green, it is a dormer. And if it's red, it has been excluded and is reflected over here. If a dormer is pitched the same as the house, there is no change in the square footage. However, if the dormer is pitched greater than the house, and some are, then you would add square footage. Okay, let's edit the square footage of face 10. Why do we want to edit the square footage of face 10? Because this face extends 2 feet up under the top of this gable. So we have some extra square footage here. First, this line is 12 feet long, and it extends 2 feet in, so that's 24 extra square feet. I'm going to click on the face. I'm going to click on Adjust Area. I'm going to click on Use the Value Specified. Notice that if it's a more complex calculation, we have a calculator here. However, 2 times 12 is 24. I can do that in my head. And so we're going to override the value, 24 square feet, and we're going to add it to the calculated area. And I'm going to click OK. Notice now that the new F10 area is 146.2 square feet. 122.2 plus 24. So it does note that I have edited this area. Now let's edit the pitch of a face. Face 1 and face 2 are add-ons, and as you can clearly see, they are not the same pitch as the rest of the house. So let's click on face 1. Notice that the default pitch is 8. And when we click on face 1, it reads the default pitch. We click on override default pitch, and this is a 4 pitch, which we change it to. So now F1 is a 4 pitch. Click on F2, and we will do the same thing. We will override the default pitch and change it to 4 pitch. Now when I click on and show all of the face pitches, you can see that face 1 and face 2 are now 4. Face 8 is 8 pitch, which is the default pitch. Notice that this gable at the front is 39 degrees, which is a 10 pitch. So notice that it is a higher pitch than the main part of the house. Now it's very easy to edit the default pitch also. Here's the default pitch here. All you have to do is click, and we can change it to 10 in just a second. I'm going to move it back to 8, which is what it's supposed to be. So this is how you change the default pitch, and you click on the face, click on override default, and edit the pitch of an individual face. In the next section, we will discuss how to prepare your diagram for your report.